Hello everyone and welcome back to Ships Worldwide.
Episode 3.
Three, yes. Our big post E3 episode, which sadly did not come as soon as we kind of wanted because life is a thing that gets in the way of stuff. Not only was it Father's Day, but I had just to get into our weeks, I guess, it's like finals time, so I had all the marking to do. I am 99.9% done my marking now, just like a few straggler projects that students haven't handed in, and I just have to write their comments, and then, like, I'm good. It's a lot of work.
That's it for, like, the entire
For
summer?
the year. Yeah. For the summer there. And I do have a job now for next year. I'm going to be teaching grade 5.
Is it the same one you told me about, or
I don't know, is it?
the classroom one?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So, no, I'm getting my own classroom, and I'm going to be teaching grade 5, which is going to be a bit different. But I'm going to be kind of my own full self-taught teacher for everything, and it's going to be, I think, a fun adventure. Also money. But, I mean, having done this one little half year in high school, I learned that, like, yeah, this is great. It's such a fun job. Like, get to just be with people and talk with them, and, like, you know, it's great. I love it.
Having a job that you like and that you make money in is...
Yes.
It's a very, very good place to be.
Honestly, I'm not used to having money yet. Like, I'm so used to always thinking to myself, oh God, there goes my money. But then I'm like, wait, I have savings. And I guess another thing, because I don't think I had it last. Yeah, because then with my money as my sort of graduation present, I did buy me a very nice gaming computer. It is... Oh, it can run games at, like, full frame and, like, record it at 60, and it's, like, it's so nice. I'm amazed that everything I've tried to run on it has ran perfectly. The only thing that it started with was F-Zero GX, because that game might be too much for any computer. But
I want to say I'm jealous, but I probably wouldn't use a gaming PC at all.
Yeah, so, I mean, because I get sent games by developers all the time that are like, hey, can you play my game? And it's always a PC one, because it's much easier to get on Steam than it is to get it on console. And I always have to just ignore the email or say sorry, because, like, I can play them on my crap top, which we're recording on right now, but, like, I can't record them, because essentially you're doubling down on, like, the game rendering, right? So, but on my new computer, I super can, and it's so nice. So, no, that's, like, a really good purchase. And plus, I needed a good computer because I want to make lesson plans and stuff, and this computer, my laptop, which I'm pointing to right now, will not last for another year and a half, I don't think.
Really?
No, it's slowly starting to die. Thanks for turning on, iPhone. You like to do that randomly. It just turns on.
It's listening.
It's weird. I think it's...
We've always had a third guest, or a guest.
It turned on again, and you know what I think it is? I think it's the camera, when it detects a face, it, like, turns the light on.
What iPhone is that?
I don't know. 6?
Because I don't think those had face technology in them.
It doesn't have face technology, but it can recognize. Yeah, because mine is face... I don't know. Whatever. In a couple of months, I'm going to be getting an Android anyways, so...
And then you can do what I did on my phone.
Honestly, the only thing I want from a phone is a battery that can last more than an hour playing Pokemon Go. Because it's really sad how I will have it at 100%. I will go for a walk through the neighborhood and come back at 20 if I'm lucky. It's like, that's not right. That's weird. And this is including battery saver on, where the screen, like, turns off when it's upside down.
That's just what phones do when they get old.
But this is something Apple has programmed in, we now know.
Yeah.
Stupid. Okay, but speaking of stupid, let's talk about the games that I played this week. Okay. So you know that boss I got stuck on in Xenoblade?
Yes.
That boss is stupid. It's so bad. I went around and I'm like, I'm going to do every single side quest that I can. But because of plot reasons, there's a couple side quests that you can't do at that point. And I'm like, oh man... Oh, so I was at a point where I'm like, I could fight random enemies for hours and maybe I'll get good enough. And I was at a point where I'm like, I'm so done. So I went to the options and I cranked it down to easy mode.
Oh, yeah?
And you know what? I won by the skin of my teeth still. Like, it was close. And then everything after that, no problems. Just that one fight for some reason. Okay, phone, shut up.
Good old difficulty spikes, eh?
Yeah, like, it's a huge difficulty spike. Drop my phone. But no, I'm now further ahead in that game, and that game is very quickly becoming one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Yeah. Wow. Like, it's...
Still gotta get around to it.
It's... I'm going to... Like, it's not revolutionary. Though there are some stuff in there that makes me almost, like, throw my Switch at the wall and hype. Like, really good. The cutscenes are some of the best. They rival Bayonetta.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Although it's a different type of hype. Bayonetta's general hype. This is specifically anime hype.
Oh, okay.
And the anime hype is the most anime hype. And it feels like it reminds me of Final Fantasy V, which you have know nothing about. But essentially, it's that feeling of a protagonist who's just like, yeah, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Like, he starts off seeming kind of bland, but then you go along and he's just kind of like, cool? Like, he's kind of lame cool. Oh. And there's stuff that the story goes where you're like, it's like Final Fantasy wishes it could dare to do some of the stuff in it because it's too risky.
What do you think of the faces? I hear there's some complaints about the facial animations.
They're awesome.
They're awesome?
Is my phone vibrating? What the hell? No. What? I'm putting this down. I'm ignoring it. No, they're fine.
Okay.
Because people don't like the art style is what it is. It's the art style because one thing I really like is the characters are all designed by different artists.
Oh, okay.
The guy who does the Final Fantasy characters does the villains. Tetsuya Nomura designs the villains. They look like Final Fantasy villains. The main characters are done by a guy who has a very distinct art style. Every single rare blade has a unique, like, even facial design. You'll get characters looking like 90s anime characters. You get characters that look kind of like cartoony, you know.
These are the portraits or the actual character?
No, both.
Oh.
Both like the in-game art is very clearly different. Like as in like the 2D art for the menus.
Yeah.
Like those are very clearly different drawings by different people. But then you get into the game and their actual models look so close to the art that they have different art styles.
Huh.
It's really cool. I love that. I know some people hate incongruous art styles in games. I love when art style clash happens. I love that.
I'm not a fan of that.
Because it feels like it's so much character to things to see characters who look literally foreign to the universe.
But there's no consistency. Doesn't that bug you?
No, there's enough consistency that it's fine. Like It's like they all still look anime enough. Like there's no you know like how Mega Man looks in Monster Hunter World.
The 8-bit?
Yeah. You know how that, like, there's none of that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But they do have different faces, and they do have different proportions, even. But no, it all works out well.
Okay.
And the voice acting is my favorite in a game ever, because it reminds me of a PS2 era game for the best reasons. Like, it's so heartfelt. It's so, like, and the accents are so good. Oh, Pyra! You know? and then, like, literally, so whenever you warp somewhere, a character will say, like, oh, we've arrived or something, right?
Okay.
The one character, Nia, who has the strongest Welsh accent I've ever heard in a game ever, in fact, in media ever, she tries to say, and we're here, but because of her accent, it's, and we're here! And I'm like, wow! For the first couple times, I'm like, what is she saying? But she is, like, all the characters are so good. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. So, yeah, I've been rocking through that. I'm
like,
games? Well, I'm just going to say, like, I'm about 90 hours into it. And that's, like, playing. Like, I don't idle on that game. Some games I idle on. That's no idling. That is playing. And I don't even know how far I am into it.
Are you friends with Nino? On the Switch?
No.
He has, like, 230 hours in on the game.
Yeah, I could see that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get around to that game, but, like, I need to take a huge chunk.
No, for sure.
Out of my time to...
And they just had the latest DLC, which adds Shulk. Which is cool.
We'll be... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I thought you were going to talk about the DLC that was announced, not the challenge mode that was...
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like well, Shulk DLC came out the day it was announced there, but, no, so, then there's the other DLC, which we'll get to in the news section there, because there's some stuff to talk about there. Anything else I've been playing? Well, we got the VR headset. So I've been playing some VR stuff, downloading it. Nothing too crazy. I learned that... so, you played the Danganronpa VR demo, right?
Yes.
During the execution, were you physically terrified? No. I sure was.
I know it was a game.
I saw you playing it, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I went to play it myself, and I learned I am so jumpy in VR. I'm so bad. So that's fun. I'm not ever touching some of those games, because I'm like, it will destroy me. I'm super jumpy. I'm really bad.
Gotta get you to play Resident Evil now.
See, part of me is like, oh man, I could probably do Resident Evil, but then part of me is like, when we were playing it on the TV, I was even jumpy a bit. Like, they'll see thing and I'll jump and scream. Like not like jump out, but like, get startled, right? Yeah. I'm really bad for that. And I learned VR is not better. So
it's worse.
It's worse.
I still want to get a Moss though.
Yeah,
Have you tried Moss yet?
No, not yet. But definitely, like that's one that I look at. I'm like, that looks peaceful enough. I can enjoy it. But no, I'm excited to play around with that a bit more there.
Cool.
Nothing too much else. Mostly just because I was so busy with school and like all that stuff. But and then I guess I'm playing whatever games are sent to me by devs on my new computer, which is really cool to just play them. It just works now. I'm amazed. Like, I remember my computer, I'd have to fiddle around with settings. Literally, the first thing it did is, okay, let's stress test this. Highest settings, recording 60 frames per second. Nothing wrong. I'm like, oh my god. So, that's awesome.
Cool.
And, no, that's it.
That's it for you? Well, okay. So, starting out, I finished for the third time Adventure Mode in Hyrule Warriors. Every single panel gold.
Wait. Of the first map, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who?
Not the entire...
Because you say the adventure... You say the first map of the adventure mode.
Yeah.
Because when you said, I finished adventure mode, that's like saying, yeah, I did everything. It's a little different.
And when I finished that, I was like, okay, I want to start another game now. To, like, tend to my backlog. I looked at my Switch games. I'm like, you know what? I think it's finally time to start Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Freeze. Wow.
New funky mode?
No. I'm staying away from funky mode because I haven't played it before, and I want to play it.
Okay, but are you playing with the easier life at least?
No.
Oh, you're going pure.
Oh man, I like every level I've been playing. I make sure to get all the puzzle pieces and the Kong letters before I move on.
See, I'm gonna be very honest. That is my least favorite part of the new Donkey Kong games.
The puzzle pieces and all that?
I am so bad at finding those things. Like, I need a guide.
You know me, when I play platformers...
You're a completionist, yeah.
I look everywhere.
No, see, I like to go fast.
Nah.
And when you can't get them going fast, most of them you need to do stupid stuff that you'd never think of. No, they're pretty good.
And some of them you have to go into, like, challenge rooms. And
yeah.
If you miss a banana or fall down, you don't get to go back. You have to finish the level or restart it or die or whatever.
Yep.
Those aren't fun. Those are like the one nitpick I have with that game. But other than that, it's one of the best platformers I've ever played.
For sure. No, that's what's all I've heard from people.
Everything is like so creative and like there's no floating platforms anywhere. It's all like
no, I've seen some later levels that are a lot of floating platforms, but
no, like probably like there's probably a reason like the only floating platforms I've seen in the game are you go into inside a tornado.
Yeah,
they're like
I know. Like I mean, there are floating platforms in a place where it makes sense for there to be floating platforms.
Yeah.
But it's not that there's just no floating platforms.
Yeah, like magically floating.
Yeah.
Type thing. Today I played it, and right now I'm halfway through the final world.
Oh yeah.
And I've been doing completionist stuff, and oh my god, it's getting difficult.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The World 5 boss got stuck on.
Which one was that?
The polar bear.
Oh,
with
yes.
the hammer.
Yes.
Ooh. Like his phase 3 part of the boss fight. That's like... Because the whole platform's slippery too, right?
Oh, yes. It's I mean, it's
Have you
a
played
nice...
it?
I watched the full playthrough.
Oh, okay.
So some of those games, I speak from experience, and by experience, I mean watching people online.
And then the bonus levels at end of each world that like have no checkpoints, and you have to do it all in one go.
Ooh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's the World 5 one is like probably one of the hardest levels, or the hardest level.
And do they have their own collectibles in them?
Yeah.
Woof.
Puzzle pieces, but no Kong letters.
Whoa, still, woof.
Yeah. Took me about an hour to finish it.
Sounds about right.
And right now, I'm on 6-4, World 6, Level 4. It's one of those glider ones.
Oh, yeah.
And the last puzzle piece I needed on that level, there's like a bunch of snowballs that appear, but you have to get the banana and banana coins that are intertwined with them. And it sounds simple, but like you have to like mash B, and if you miss one, you're done. You have to restart the entire section. And it's
Wow.
It infuriated me.
Good luck.
I was in the
Nope,
middle.
sorry. Good luck. Star Fox.
Oh,
Yeah. It's making a meme. Nintendo
Other
meme.
than that, I'm starting to think what game I'm going to play after, but I don't think it's going to be Mario Tennis because that's not really
Yeah, that's more of a just play on your own. Did you hear that some people are saying it's too hard?
Yeah.
The adventure mode? Guess what? Get good. Just get good. It's not that hard.
I'm
get
scared
good.
because I'm not good at aces. I wasn't
Just-
good during the tournament.
Well, then that's why you get good. It's a fighting game.
I hear it's also really short and all that, but it.
I'm not expecting a 40-hour RPG about tennis.
You get a story mode in a tennis game,
Yeah, it doesn't need to be anything more than here's how to play the game. Here's some challenges. Here's some unlockables by bosses.
Bugging me is that people don't see Octopath as a complete game since there's not going to be any DLC.
Well, no, but people are like, with the pixel art style, does it really deserve to be full price? And I'm like, what are you saying? Oh, nice job hitting the microphone there, inconspicuously.
Just taking a sip of water.
No, definitely. I've not touched the demo.
You haven't?
The new demo.
Oh, me neither. I haven't downloaded, but
because it's just the first 3 hours of the game, right?
Okay.
So it's literally
do you not get anything special from
you start the game.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. I just want to start the game when it's out.
I don't want to do that too.
Because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't want to start playing 3 hours now, then have to wait and then jump back in. I'd rather just jump in when I jump in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's fair.
No, but people are saying that demo's really good. It's literally pick your first character and play 3 hours of the game. And after the 3 hours is up, you're done. But you can transfer your save then to the full game, which is a cool way of doing it. But for something like that, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I think that's about it for me. Work's been going.
It's been going.
Okay, I'm making bank on Fridays. Holy.
Oh, it's the end of the year here, so yeah. All these pizza parties.
It's been stressful, honestly.
Yeah, but money. Just think about the money, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Whenever I have a bad day, I'm like, I'm having a bad day, but man, that money.
Also the heat.
Yeah, the heat. It's crazy. People don't get that Canada isn't just cold. People, literally, a couple weeks ago, I was getting warnings on my Pokemon Go saying, it's too cold. Don't go out. And now I'm getting warnings. It's too hot. Weather advisory. Don't go out. We're extremes. It's plus 40 here. It goes up to plus 40, and which is for those you don't know.
Did it last year?
Oh yeah. That's over 100 for you Americanos there, who use the wrong system. But that's neither here nor there.
At least we get breaks. Some places don't get breaks.
Yeah, it's true. No, honestly, I'd prefer the heat though to the cold.
No, not me.
See, here's the thing. If it's hot, I can go inside to a cold place and instantly feel good. If it's cold, I have to defrost. And I hate that feeling of where you have where you come inside and it's all warm, but it doesn't matter because you're already soaked to the bone because the wetness has seeped into you. And you're just if I come in...
What are you doing that you're still seeped in wetness? Are you jumping into the snow piles?
No, but you can't walk outside without getting snow in you.
Well, sure you can. Just wear a snow coat.
You wear a snow coat and then it goes up your sleeves and into your boots. Then your gloves get wet and you take off the gloves and your hands are wet.
Don't wear gloves that are just the fabric.
Stupid. I hate the cold. But then you come into a cold place from the hot and instantly you can just chill out.
Yeah,
you're
that's
good.
Fair. That's what happened when we went down here.
Yeah, when we came to the basement, so nice. Versus when you go from a cold place to a hot one, you have to. You're I don't even want to sit down
point,
because I feel my entire body dying. Also, you can last way longer in the heat than in the cold. What's that, 3 minutes of exposed skin outside in the winter? Versus, I'm going to tan for an hour and be fine if I have a drink.
Yeah.
The heat is so much better than the cold.
Okay.
Okay, I convinced you. Good.
Sure. I think that's it.
Let's talk.
Week. I think it's that time to
video
get
games?
the large shipment.
Get that. Whoa, here it comes.
Ooh.
Look, we needed to pay customs on this because it's so big and
Lots of video game
worldwide,
news.
and it's a large load for not free shipping.
Do you know why there's a lot of video game news, Tanner?
Because gaming is now a mental health disorder. No, it's E3, which we said earlier.
E3.
It was E3.
Yes.
Well, E3 is still at a point where it's kind of dying down. There's apparently a game that's embargo is ending tonight that was shown to E3 privately, and we were not allowed to know what it was.
It's probably some sort of like sports.
So here's the
game.
thing, apparently. Some people think it's Castlevania. Some people think
Why
it's
would they wait this long?
because they're updating Bloodstained tonight, and Bloodstained is the like not Castlevania game. So people think they're trying to take the wind out of the sails of Bloodstained by announcing Castlevania, just like how Capcom with Mega Man kind of going off of Mighty Number 9, thinking the same thing but in reverse. So
Is this going to be a new Castlevania or like
so
a trilogy?
apparently they said it's going to be a new Castlevania.
Because I want like the remaster so I can play them. So when Simon gets into Smash, I can play these games.
Wait, remasters?
Not remaster. I want them.
Oh, you want like
ported to the Switch.
Okay, you want a collection. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's what I mean.
When you
Yeah.
said remasters, I'm like, do you know how old Castlevania games are? You can't really remaster an NES game, dude.
That's fair. I just want to be able to play them on something convenient.
Well, if I could give a recommendation just quickly, if you were to play one, it would be Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. Yeah. Even though that you don't even play as a Belmont in that one, but that's fine.
Which game is Simon in?
Simon is in 1 and 2. 2 is called Simon's Quest, and 4 on the Super Nintendo, like on the SNES Classic. That's a remake of 1.
Oh, okay.
So honestly, yeah, like you have the SNES Classic, play Super Castlevania 4 because that one is pretty much like a remake. That's in my eyes, Simon's game.
I'll wait
much.
till Simon gets into Smash.
Well, it's looking like it with all the other rumors being true.
We'll
talk that later.
Separate bonus frame.
Yeah, because we have a lot to talk about for Smash. Okay. So let's talk everything that isn't that.
Okay, so I have a list here, and it goes from the EA right up to Nintendo. So they're all in chronological order.
Yep.
So EA, there's only
more like electronic farts. I dabbed. You can't see, but I dabbed. Also, I worked for them previously, so I shouldn't be saying that, but
people have said this conference has been one of the worst E3 conferences ever, and I do agree with them. I hated this conference.
And yet, I've heard people say it's one of EA's best. I've heard people say, yeah, it's terrible, but it's not that bad for EA. Which sounds
Still,
like a contradiction, but it makes perfect sense. No, you're right.
So the only real game I was really interested in, I have 2 here, but the only one I was really interested in...
You're not into football?
No.
You're not into...
Got that...
Football?
That segment with the kid.
I didn't
Did you
even
watch it?
I didn't even watch it.
It was some sort of esports kid.
I'm sorry. There's an esports kid?
Yeah, he was one of those douchey ones too. He was like, oh, I hate when I lose. I hate losing more than I love winning or something. And he actually got the kid to come on stage with like a belt. Like
I saw gifs of that.
Yeah,
okay.
And it was the most awkward conversation between the two. Like, Sea of Solitude.
This looks interesting, yeah.
Yes. As someone who can relate to loneliness, it's very, very interesting to me. And I want to play it.
No, definitely. I like the character designs a lot.
Yeah.
It looks definitely interesting. I just hope... There's a lot of Sea-inspired games in the last couple of years here. I just hope that it's not too...
I'd say the same for feudal Japan.
Yeah, but we can never have enough games set in feudal Japan. That is an infinitely more interesting setting than it's a huge expanse of water with a few islands.
What other ones?
Like the big ones that come to mind. Well, then there's Skull and Bones. There's what's not Skull and Rare's Sea of Thieves. There's all the Assassin's Creeds that deal with the water.
Not really.
Well, they all have the naval combat.
No.
Yeah. Everyone since
last year's
3
was in
has
Egypt.
That has naval combat.
Does it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, on like literally on canoes. Which is literally it does.
I know like nothing about the series anymore, and I used to be like
no,
on top of it.
so like, and it has a sea section of the map that you explore around.
Really?
In. Yeah, and no, seriously.
Weird.
No, so I just feel like that's the one sort of location that I'm like, okay, we can change it up a little bit. I'm not super because I feel it's just.
It looks like it's.
It was cool when Wind Waker did it because it was super new.
Because it was Nintendo.
And also because it was Nintendo, but because it was super new, like to have a huge open ocean to explore in 3D. But now it's like, okay, you could have made this in
kind of like boring.
Yeah, it's.
We'll get to Skull and Bones later, but I have a few words to say about that.
Yep.
The other one, because you kind of have some input on it.
Yes.
Anthem. This game is not coming out when they say it's coming out because
no, the stuff I saw has probably all been scrapped entirely. When I saw the first footage of it, one, it was so generic that I couldn't like as in like it was at a point where it was looking just like AAA space game. Like there was no character to it.
It also it still looks like that, honestly.
There's more now. There's more now. That's how kind of generic like. I'm talking. I saw environment art of it's like a grassy mountain village, but you can see the stars and planets. Like that. Oh. That's about as much as I saw. And the only other thing was I knew its working name when it was there, which was Dylan. Which is, I'm actually happy they changed that name because I don't get why it was just Dylan.
They just showed concept art. Well, did you watch that part?
I watched a bit of footage of it.
They just showed concept art and like short footage.
Yeah, no, it's 100% been fully scrapped since when they were working on it when I was there.
But for this game to come out in January next year, how are they going to make that if they're still showing concept art?
Dude,
this game's getting delayed.
No
doubt about it.
Well, I'm sure it was once. Do you know why? What? Because of the loot box backlash. Oh yeah, that's probably why they said we have to scrap it.
Integrated into the game.
It was probably integrated into the single player as well. Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, so they've probably had to redo that whole thing.
I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. I don't know. It's because like.
No, that's fine.
AAA shooters don't interest me anymore.
That's fine. Well, no, but it's not just a AAA shooter. It's a AAA MMO type shooter.
Yeah.
Which, whoa, if there's one genre of game I will never touch because it deals with the one thing I play video games to avoid, that is interacting with people, it is the MMO. Like, I like fighting games because there's no communication between you and the other player. It is you versus someone who could very well be a bot. In fact, yesterday I played Street Fighter V online, and I fought someone online who I'm 99% sure was running a macro on their keyboard to just play forever. Because they would just jump back twice, fireball, jump forward into heavy kick, into crouching light kick over and over. And it was just, and like the first couple rounds, they actually got me because it was so frame perfect they would never miss. And now it's like, and by the second round I'm like, wait, I can just guard hit, and like I got him. So but no, like that's like definitely I'm in the same boat of where I look at that and I'm like, that is not something for me. And it's a Destiny killer. When I was there, they said we want to try and contend with Destiny, like word for word. So yeah,
I did play the first Destiny, and while I did finish the campaign, it didn't really like hook me at all. Like it didn't like. Well, for some people, they're still playing it like to this day, like getting those.
A lot of them have moved to Warframe.
Really?
Oh yes. Oh. And I've looked into some stuff on Warframe. Don't look into Warframe stuff if you're ever interested in it, because it does some crazy stuff that I cannot believe happened in a video game. But no, that a lot of them have moved to Warframe there. So now it's almost a bit more of a Warframe killer too. But people have pointed out similarities to Xenoblade Chronicles X, and that just makes me think, wow, I would a million times rather play Xenoblade Chronicles X than look at 5 minutes of that.
But yeah, other than EA stuff, there's like sports stuff.
What about Command and Conquer Mobile?
I have no desire to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about the mobilization of a video game people have been asking for a sequel for in years.
I feel terrible.
Yep.
But
did you see all those energy meters and those freemium currencies?
Yes.
Oh man, mobile games are the future apparently. Didn't they play a whole round?
Yeah, they did.
Wow, that is the worst.
It was the longest segment in the conference.
Wow, that is actually the worst. And I am so happy I missed that whole conference to get a computer.
Other than that, stuff I don't have written on here is Unravel 2, which I didn't play the first one, but it is out now if you want to go play it.
Still weird, not on the Switch. Seems like a perfect fit. And
red and blue characters.
Right? Like it's so perfect. And they're like, yeah, we'll think about, we don't have the money. It's like, you're Electronic Arts. Well, I mean, it's an indie studio being published by Electronic Arts, but you're Electronic Arts.
Oh my god. But that's it about EA.
Let's move on to arguably one of the best conferences.
No, I think it was the best conference.
I think it was the best conference as well.
I don't like Microsoft at all.
No, me neither.
They did gangbusters.
Oh,
in this
yeah.
Conference. First one I'd like to talk about.
First off, you're missing the first one, Halo Infinite.
Again, the ones I want to talk about.
Okay, but no, legit.
Okay, go ahead.
That trailer gave me the feeling of watching like Halo 2 as a kid. It has the bright art style that they got rid of in 5 and they made it more realistic.
It just looks like they're going back to basics.
It looks like they're going back to the basics. It looks like the Halo me and my friends would like play 4-player, 1 Xbox for hours.
And Master Chief's armor is like
classic. Yeah, like it looks to me what I've kind of really wanted. Is it enough to get me an Xbox One? Maybe. I'm going to be honest. I really like Halo.
I played Halo like with my friend.
I didn't play Halo 1 a lot. We got in on Halo 2 and that was just like
I think I played ODST and 3 with my friend online. And like those games have really good online
stuff. They're super fun. And so I need to see more about it. I need to get a confirmation that it's like I'm talking,
is it Halo 6 or is it like a spin-off type thing?
Or like even as simple as when you go to play an online match, are the items on the ground or are you choosing loadouts?
See, like Uncharted 2 to Uncharted 3.
I hated the loadouts.
Yeah.
I loved run to the center of the map to get the energy sword. Like that was so fun. And like just flying in the ships and stuff. Like I love classic Halo multiplayer. So now that I have money, now that I have an income, I can look at an Xbox One and say, you know what? Maybe. You'd
get an Xbox One just for Halo Infinite.
Well, no, not just for Halo Infinite. There are a few other games I'm interested in as well, like Killer Instinct, as well as
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
I don't have this on here, so
you're right. Yeah, Battletoads. Well, that might also be on PC though.
Yeah, probably.
And hey, I have a PC that can play it. And then if Halo gets announced for PC, nope, I ain't getting that. But no, so. That was a good way to start the conference for sure.
I wasn't sure what it was when it first.
I am sad they did not capitalize on the hype that was the singing the Halo theme.
Oh.
Like imagine a choir of just like frat boy gamer dudes up there, and they're just all standing there, and they all start. Oh,
you know, Sony would do that. You know, Sony would do that if they had Halo. You know that.
Yeah, it's like oh yeah, Sony would do that. Nintendo would do that. But yeah, no, Microsoft little too behind. But
I don't remember exactly what happened after, but like the next notable one was we finally saw the new FromSoft game.
Yes,
Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Yes, apparently it was just going to be called Sekiro, and then Activision was like, no, everyone's already calling it Shadows Die Twice. Just put that as a subtitle. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they're just like,
That's
keep
cool.
it. It's
a cool subtitle.
It's really good. Because Sekiro on its own, it's okay. It's a good name. But then Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. It's
seems like it's going to mean like a mechanic in the game.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because like in the trailer, he dies and then he comes back again.
Yeah.
So,
but will he die twice?
What do you think the main mechanic is in this game?
So one thing that was interesting is there's no armor equipment.
No?
Yeah, they confirmed there's no armor, and that the weapons are not like stat-based stuff. Like it's all like you get the weapon, and then that is like your there's no like you can't get two of the same weapon with different stats. Like they are set weapons, right?
Okay.
And it's a lot more character action, a lot more skill tree stuff. So it's going to be more of a character action game, which is going to be interesting. Other than that, like the main things, I think it's going to be a lot of verticality with the combat.
Yeah, especially with the hook
Yeah,
shot
because like
with
you
the
can
arm.
do stuff with that, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a lot of like see an enemy over there, just hook shot the wall behind them, pull yourself toward and do a jumping slash to like start combat.
Or you
right?
can even like hook shot the enemy.
Yeah,
itself,
right? So there's a lot there that'll be interesting.
It looks
for
a
sure.
lot. Just heavy Blood-Borne inspiration.
Yeah, no, like there's stuff, and I'm like, that is an animation asset taken right from Blood-Borne,
Yeah.
or if it was not used in Blood-Borne, it's from Blood-Borne's data.
And I'm glad they're going down that route of Blood-Borne.
Yeah.
Because Dark Souls, I think, is true and tested.
Yeah.
Let's go into a new direction, right? So.
No, and for sure, and I didn't think they'd make a Blood-Borne 2 because Blood-Borne is very self-encapsulated. Like, it is a story from start to end. You could learn more about the world, but like you don't even need to. Now, mind you, there is the chance that if you remember, there's a katana in Blood-Borne, and it says it comes from a land to the east. There is a chance this takes place in the Blood-Borne universe.
How is that like? How is the Blood-Borne stuff in the same universe as like something so different? You know?
No, I mean it's not too crazy because Yharnam is just because they're like Yharnam's crazy because an elder god died there and tainted everyone's blood and they're going crazy, right? So no elder god.
Right.
Instead, you got Japanese, folklore stuff.
I've been watching Vinny play Blood-Borne, like
Yeah.
the old hunters, and like just some of the enemy designs, just like how is that? In a
Could
place,
be. Yeah, no,
it's
I mean, hey,
it's just crazy.
It's
right?
crazy. I mean, well, that's just me wildly
Yeah,
speculating.
but that is
right?
a cool thought.
So yeah, no, and you know what? It might even be a thing where it's hinted at, but because Bloodborne's by Sony, they can't legally say it, but it's heavily hinted at.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
just like how Bayonetta and Devil May Cry heavily hinted at they're in the same world, but they can't say that because they're different companies.
Yeah. I hope you fight that snake at the end of the trailer.
That's called the Orochi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Because it's a giant multi-headed snake from Japanese mythology. You get him in Persona.
Huh. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big multi-headed snake, Orochi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in everything.
I'll save that for the end. Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, no, you're not saying it's Devil May Cry. OSAM BESU. Devil May Cry. Oh my god. Oh god, that game looks so good. I've been watching, like, they've been putting up snippets of gameplay, and I've just been watching GIFs of the combat, and it's like, wow, this is running on the Resident Evil 7 engine.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That engine is Capcom's new in-house go-to engine, like 100%. It is so versatile, it seems. The character designs I've heard some people complaining about, but I think
the
it's
girl looks weird.
Oh, she's a real person. The girl is a real person. They modeled her into the game.
Oh, okay.
Just like how they modeled the Resident Evil 7 characters after real people that they then put into the game.
Oh, okay, so
Like,
that's why they
she
look so
is
weird,
a real person.
too. Okay.
The main character, Nero, his face is his voice actor's face. It's Johnny Young Bosch's face. They modeled it after them. It's funny because Dante, you've seen him.
Yeah.
He's like an old creepy guy, right? His voice actor Ruben Langdon is kind of an old creepy guy.
Huh.
So they're taking the likenesses of the actors
okay.
and putting it onto the characters, which I think works really well. Plus, you do need to differentiate Nero from Dante a lot because they do... Like, the fact that they look so different and people were still calling him Dante. They're like, Dante has a robot arm and a new girlfriend in the new Devil May Cry. And it's like, what are you talking about? Dante's never had a sword that revs up. So, no, so it looks just so good.
I have nothing to say about it. I have to still play the game.
Yes, and I would recommend going in the order of 3, 1, 4. That order.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Because that's the canon order, but that's also like the difficulty order.
Okay, sure. Anything else to say about it? Any like speculation?
Okay, so there's 3 playable characters.
Yeah.
They've said Dante, they've said Nero, and they've said the mysterious character V.
Virgil?
Yeah, right? It's like everyone's like, boy, I wonder who that... But the thing is, So Devil May Cry 4 came out on the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
It only had Dante and Nero playable.
Okay.
Then when they re-released it on PS4 as special edition, they added in Virgil. But here's the thing, that mode is non-canon. It's just kind of a fun playthrough as Virgil and see what it would be like if he was still around, let's say. I mean, it's not really spoilers. It's okay. But, so that's not canon. But he starts off in the trailer for that special mode wearing a tattered cloak. It's the exact same cloak V wears. And unless they are done diddling us, it's so clearly going to be Virgil. It even says that he fights with summoned bodyguards. So here's the thing. I don't know. You played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right? A bit, at least.
A bit, a little.
So you know how he has the attack that causes swords to summon around him? He has summoned swords?
Yeah.
So that's his whole thing, is he fights with not just his sword, but summoned swords, like magic swords that fly around. The word sword can also refer to a hired sword. So as in someone, you're like a mercenary you're hiring to protect you.
Oh, okay.
So summoned bodyguards are literal summoned swords. Which is, if that's real, that is the greatest wordplay ever. But we're gonna have to see how it goes with him. But no, the gameplay wise, it looks great.
Does this have a release date? I don't remember.
No.
Okay. The logo looks cool.
Oh, the logo's so good. No, that game, just like everything about it looks so cool. Oh, there is one thing. So do you remember at the very start of the trailer? I mean, I've watched it so many times, but at the very start, there's like this black guy smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it. He's a character from the Devil May Cry anime.
Really?
Meaning he is like a deep, deep pull, making it canon. And I'm like, oh! I love deep pulls. But no, one problem with Japanese franchises, Devil May Cry in particular, is there's a lot of supplemental material. A lot of the story for 5 is going to rely on the Devil May Cry novels that have never been translated.
Oh,
so
yikes.
They might be now, because like they're I think it's I forget what it comes. Udon, the translation company there, is actually translating the Nier Automata novels, which are canon and super important, but whatever. So they might be bringing them over then, because they've done that before, where they bring over like the Metal Gear novels and stuff. But we'll have to see about that. But I hope we at least get a recap or something, because there's stuff in it where it's like, oh yeah, he has his own mobile Devil May Cry devil hunting van, and it's like, where'd that come from? Oh, the novel that I didn't know existed. So no, it looks so good.
Cool. Next one I want to talk about is Dying Light 2. I played the first one, really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite zombie games, actually.
I've heard good things about it. That has the parkour, right?
Yeah, parkour.
Yeah.
Like killing. It feels really fluid. And
Yep,
like,
I've
cool.
heard good things. Does that one also have the hidden Mario level? I
don't
remember there was some, I think it was Dying Light, that had, if you go down like a certain pipe on a rooftop, you go into like some crappy Mario level, and like and you like parkour. It's weird.
No.
I remember seeing it on like one of those, whoa, check out the Mario Easter egg in Dying Light, and me being a dumb kid clicks on it, and I'm like, haha, I get that reference, so.
It just looks more the same, but probably like your actions affect the world. We've heard that before. Nothing too interesting, but I'm looking forward to playing it. Jump Force.
Jump Force! So what a good title.
This is your
well,
time to
we
shine.
have had a bit of a confirmation that the characters from Death Note are not playable. They are there for the story.
I saw that.
And honestly, this is not going to be a competitive fighter. This is not going to be a very, it's going to be a janky anime crossover fighter.
Is it going to be as bad as J-Stars?
No, but here's the thing. It's not going to be bad. It's going to be jank, but it's not going to be bad.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to playing it for sure. It looks like what I just want to sort of pop in and play around with for fun. The story's going to be stupid, and I'm so excited. No, it looks fun, and some people say it looks like one of those like Mario in Unreal videos where it's just like these characters dropped in. I actually like the art style. I like what they're going for with it. I think it's weird and different and fun because like all those characters have different art styles. Mm-hmm. You will not be able to put them in a game together unless it's like sprite based, not have them clash in some way. So I say, yeah, go the distance, make it weird. make it interesting. So I'm down for that. The confirmed characters so far are pretty cool. I'm happy they're going with some of the characters that they skipped over from the first one that people wanted. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I just hope that it has a large cast. Because even J-Stars, the cast was not as big as what I wanted.
Okay.
So,
coming out next year, right?
I have no idea. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. So do you want to talk about the Gears of War stuff at all? Before we...
I cannot believe that Funko Pop thing was not a big joke.
That was the last thing I was expecting to come out of that wall, honestly.
Well, I thought it was going to be...
all things.
I thought it was going to be him coming out of that wall, and then it says, new Funkos available. Not, there's a game being made up for these things. It's weird.
It was funny. It was like, they did the Pop game, and then they were like, oh, RTS. Oh, no, you don't like that either? Gears 5, there you go.
Yeah. No, that's a good way to do it, honestly. It sets you up with disappointment only to surprise you.
Yeah.
Well, it's disappointment, and then, okay, that's fine, and then, oh yeah, there we go. I like that.
The Gears games look like they just kind of all blend together.
Yeah, no, I have nothing for Gears.
Me neither. I played it, the Horde mode, obviously.
I have not.
Everyone, no?
No, I've not touched a Gears game ever, because it always reeked to me of excessive edginess. Like
chainsaw.
Metal I'm blood Marcus everywhere. Phoenix, and I'm a chainsaw alien. Yeah, I'm voiced by Bender from Futurama.
Anything else in the Microsoft conference you remember or want to talk about before the final one?
No, those two were the big things for me. My two Japanese games there. Yeah.
What was the second one?
Devil May Cry and Jump Force.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Devil May Cry is Japanese.
When you said two, I look at Sekiro and I'm like, wait.
No.
Yeah. Last one I want to talk about, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
It's in first person, which I find very interesting.
A little bit.
People got mad.
It's kind of weird
YouTube.
For a game where you have a customizable character for it to be in first person. There better be a lot of mirrors in that game.
I've not seen it, but I've heard from other people.
Yeah, they've not shown footage to the public, and did you hear the reason why?
Why?
Because they said, look, we're going to be very... there was a hidden message in the trailer where if you pause it and turn up the brightness, you can see a message from the devs, which is really cool. But it was literally, look, we're going to be honest here. We're not confident enough in our footage to let the general public see it, because they will look at this and think that the game is incomplete and bad. Because it is currently incomplete and bad. We trust game journalists to provide us with competent feedback because they understand this game is not complete yet and will have problems.
I think this game is going to be like the last year of current gen. It's going to come out.
Yeah.
It's
makes
going
sense.
to be like a transition to next gen.
It could even be, Twilight Princess a simultaneous release on both.
But what I've heard is this game sounds like it's going to be incredible. Again, by the CG Project Red.
Yep.
They're
Isn't it CG Project Red? I think,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
There's a K in there somewhere.
Yeah, something like that. I think the J is a Scandinavian J, which is a hyech.
The trailer really, it really set the tone of the universe.
Yeah.
And it just really interests me,
Fair enough.
Wondering what the story is going to be and all that kind of stuff. Did you? Yeah.
I watched it.
No, but at the beginning when they're doing the setting up the E3 trailer and all the red text.
Oh yeah.
And then there was
and there's game codes there. Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. No, it looks like something that I will enjoy seeing small videos of online, but I won't probably play just because that's not it looks visually cool, but I look at The Witcher and I see a game that I'm like, that looks really good, but I have no time to play big open world game. So
but you have time to play Xenoblade?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know.
It has to be anime for you to play.
You know what? You're so right. It hurts.
Okay, so wrapping to Microsoft, how do you feel? Out of 10.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
That was an 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, same.
That was, there could, if they had one more really big bombshell game for me, I would have been that could have been a 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. But no, just a lot of really good stuff. Still not enough to convince me to get an Xbox, but you know what? Hey, the fact that I'm still interested in the games shown off means that you're still doing a decent job with the conference itself.
They did mention that they're working on the next one, and they said they're going to make it so you want to buy this one.
Yeah, but they always say that. They're all like literally as soon as a game console's out, they're already working on the next one because they're saying what using the knowledge of how people interact with the old system, how can we improve the new one? So we'll see.
Okay, so next up, Bethesda. I know you don't have a lot to talk about,
nope.
but I do. Doom Eternal got announced. And I think this was my favorite announcement of the show, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Disregarding Smash Bros, of course.
Yes.
But this was like an announcement I didn't see coming.
Oh, really? You didn't see it coming?
Well, I knew it was going to come eventually, but like when I saw like the hell stuff and the skulls, I'm like, oh my god, it's Doom. They're showing gameplay off in August, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope they said they want it to be even more bombastic than the first one. So,
gonna be honest, I don't love the title.
Yeah,
I would have okay.
It kind of
let me give you a few. Eternal Doom.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
Or Doomed. Or
Doomed because it's planet Earth.
Doomsday.
No.
Yeah, but no, you spell it DOOM apostrophe S, and then at the bottom in like Lightning Day.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah,
like not the one word, but broken into Doomsday.
There's probably a reason why it's called Eternal. Like in game.
Yeah, but if you did it, I don't know. Because when I first heard Doom Eternal, you know, my mind thought, oh, it's a Doom roguelike.
Yeah, it doesn't give off positive connotations.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. But I'm really interested. Did you watch a playthrough of it at least?
Of what, Doom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You remember at the end of the game where the robot has the Hell Sword?
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see like if it becomes like he might be the final boss of Eternal.
Yep.
Which would be really cool. See what he...
No, it definitely looks...
And see how Earth got screwed over.
Out of all the games from Bethesda, that's the one that I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to that. Fallout Shelter on Switch and PS4.
It's a mobile game.
I don't like it.
It's still a mobile game.
It's... why would you play a mobile game on a console?
Why would you play a mobile game?
I mean, Fallout Shelter is a good mobile game. It's one of the best ones I've played.
Okay, I don't know, man. I went onto the PlayStation Network, and like I'm looking through the latest like add-on content, and there's like 500 like get the Nuka-Cola backpack for your characters in Fallout Shelter. Only $7.
You have to like press through 3 menus to get to the in-game stuff.
But it's still there, dude.
I know, but like...
But it's still there.
But you can still enjoy the game itself.
I shouldn't be arguing because I might have spent $6 on 200 Pokeballs recently.
Oh my god.
I was out, and I was like, oh, it's the water festival. I've become a whale.
Big one of Bethesda, Fallout 76.
Okay. We've had Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout 4. 76? What is this? The Nintendo 64? Ha! Big jokes. I'm making the Twitter funnies.
2,000 likes. Of course. It's a prequel, which I'm interested in. I've never like actually finished a Fallout game before.
Neither has Bethesda. Oh, dang! That's a spicy one.
That's gonna get a few laughs. It's gonna be always online, but you can still play by yourself. But I don't know how you're gonna play by yourself when there's no NPCs.
Yeah. I feel like it's a case of you can play by yourself, but don't.
Yeah.
I think they're saying that because it's a case of, oh yeah, no, if you have no internet and start up the game, it will work. It won't work well, but it'll work.
I'm interested in seeing how they're gonna like combat griefing, because like everyone's gonna want to kill each other.
Excuse me. You can launch nukes at players.
Yeah.
That's the point of the game is griefing.
But still, like, what if you just want to like play it, like the story? There's going to be a story. There's a story integrated.
Yeah, but the story is that everyone in Fallout is a jerk.
Not everyone. Everyone.
When there's no NPCs aside from player characters, you're either going to get dudes sniping you from across the map, or dudes running around naked making funny YouTube videos.
Speaking of map, this map's 4 times bigger than Fallout 4's, which it's going to be big.
It's a big map.
The collector's edition is just...
Comes with a map that, according to God Coward now, as people call him,
Okay.
glows in the effing dark, which, I'm going to be real, Todd, that's not something that crazy.
The crazy part is you get a wearable helmet.
That's cool.
Yeah,
The
that
map
lights up.
that glows in the dark is not.
And you get figures, too, where you can, like, place them and all that.
Yeah, that's fine.
What was the other... Okay, why don't you like Todd Howard?
You didn't say his name.
No, his name's Todd Howard.
It's not his name.
Like he's so...
It's God Coward.
He's such a charming guy. I know he's made a few mistakes in the past.
Every single time I see his face, every single time, all I can
wanna
think
hang out
of
with
is buy Skyrim. like it's literally
Speaking
been
of-
programmed into me to get an involuntary reaction of I'm not buying Skyrim, Todd.
Are you gonna get an Amazon Echo, and so you can play Skyrim Very Special Edition?
It's not
which
in
is actually
Canada.
No,
It's not in Canada.
Damn it!
Every time they announce one of those, like, oh, you can, like, they announce a thing where it's like, you can get Pokemon Talk on all your home devices
Yeah,
there.
saw that.
It's like, that's not in Canada.
Why? Like what?
Because they never licensed it for Canada.
Ugh.
They forget we exist. Why isn't there a Fallout set in Saskatchewan?
Fallout in Saskatchewan.
Because it would literally, you would not know the Fallout is happening. So I was talking about this. in a YouTube video recently. Here's my marker for when the apocalypse is happening is if a farmer in Saskatchewan who is 100 miles away from any civilization, if he knows the world is ending, then yes, the world is ending. If not, it's fine. It'll get better. Because literally, zombie apocalypse movies set in Saskatchewan would be like you'd see one zombie.
Is
Because
it really
there's-
that flat there?
Oh my God, dude.
I've drove
Oh my
through it,
God.
but like...
Okay, no, specifically southern Saskatchewan. When I say, like, I felt like I was going crazy. It felt like I was the only person alive on Earth. Like, there is no... But here's the thing, it's not super flat. There are slight hills,
Yeah.
right? And just enough that you can't see anything. You just see, like, maybe there's, like, a fence and maybe a tree. It is flat,
Oh my God.
semi-flat nothingness. And I was like, if the world ended right now, I would not know. If every human ascended in rapture, I would not know. And like, I actually, for a bit, I needed a drink. Because I'm like, I'm going crazy. This was at a family gathering where we had to stay at a dude ranch for a whole weekend. And I felt like I was going insane. So I say you this, Todd Coward. Set Fallout 77 in Saskatchewan, Canada.
Oh my God.
And it'll just be a farming sim.
One last thing is,
Okay.
I like that the building element is coming back. People don't like that, but
Yeah.
like that's the thing I did the most in Fallout 4.
No, because honestly, that to me is the most appealing thing
Yeah.
about Fallout right now. Is like, building stuff? Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a shooter. RPG, like, whatever.
Okay. 2 final things. There's
I'm
barely
sorry.
nothing.
Okay, I just saw the name of the next game and my mind blurred, and I thought it was Seinfeld. I would play Bethesda Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. Starfield.
Yes.
That's where he got it from. It's the next big Bethesda IP.
That we are not going to see for a million years.
This is a next gen game.
Yeah.
Like, we're starting to see a lot of next gen games.
Yep.
Which it's exciting because like
Yep.
I think next gen's going to be like the PS2 to PS3 jump.
Oh god, I don't think so.
You know?
No. We're at a point where we will never see that jump again.
Not graphics wise, but like mechanics wise. I think.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough there. But no, yeah, no, like graphically, we're
Alright, no.
never, it's diminishing returns. That's why when people say, how come, not to jump the gun, but like, how come Smash U or Smash Ultimate doesn't look like that much better than Smash U? And I'm like, because you cannot get it to look better
Yeah.
without changing the art style to be super gritty realistic. Like, we're at a point where graphics will just get better on zoom in. Like, that's it.
What I mean is like open worldness and like
Yeah.
Have you seen the gameplay for Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Yes.
Like that's ambitious. That's next gen. Like,
Yeah.
go anywhere you want type thing. Like, literally in the universe. And then Todd Howard himself wrapped it up with Elder Scrolls 6.
Skyrim 2, baby.
I don't know anything like Elder Scrolls related. So I don't know where it's going to be set.
It's going to be set in Earth Center. Get it like Skyrim, Earth Center. So
Stop.
yeah, man.
So Bethesda, how do you feel?
There was literally
Rage 2.
Okay, I will say that Andrew WK song, "You Better Get Ready to Die," that was a good song. I liked that.
It was a good song, but like
no one in the crowd was into it, but I was rocking out.
One of those classic E3 moments.
That's been in my head honestly since the conference. Like it's a good fun song.
Yeah.
Just a shame that everyone there is a stick in the mud WRPG player who's like
they went there.
They went there
watch a concert.
Oh, if some guy went up there and played some crappy Skyrim Bard song. It's like, I once met an Argonian playing on his bard thing. They'd be like, yeah, rocking out to it. But no, because someone comes out and plays real music, they're like, this is too much for me. I'm Todd Howard.
I think we're going to talk about Devolver, and then we're going to take a break.
Yeah, sounds good.
Divide into two fours.
I'm amazed you have two things for Devolver.
My friend Pedro looks really good.
I'm sorry, can you say his name one more time?
Pedro.
There you go.
Sorry.
Pedro is what people go to jail for being.
It looks...
Actually, no, my friend Pedro does look really crazy.
How's it going to play?
I think it's a twin stick game when you... So you... I think
it's automatic, and then like when you
No, because I heard that like you do run around normally, but I think once you go into a combat mode, then you control both hands. Time slows down and you shoot with both hands.
Okay.
But like, yeah, otherwise you're kind of jumping around and it looks cool.
It's cool that's coming to Switch.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Switch.
Well, Devolver loves the Switch, so... Yeah. Not much else to say. It's a cool indie game.
Yeah, and then...
Oh.
Metal Wolf Chaos.
Metal Wolf Chaos. Richard!
I only heard about...
Michael!
I only found out this game existed
oh my god,
a day
dude.
before
Oh my god, dude.
It got announced, so I was like... It looks so... Have you seen...
Let's
do you follow Devolver?
Party!
Do you follow Devolver on Twitter?
No. I know they posted the Metal Wolf Chaos, like, presidential logo before the day before.
But they also just like tweet out Richard
or
like
Michael. Oh my god! So okay, to provide context for you as well as some other people, what if I'm gonna let you finish your drink? This is what happens when From Software says, "Let's make a game set in America." So what do? You play as the President of the United States, who, when the military and the Vice President decide to like become a police state for the country, he rides out in his giant mech and decides to take America back himself. And the whole time, you're on the phone with your secretary, Jody, booking appointments while you're jumping around in your mech, and it's played so seriously. It's the best.
Is it level-based, or is it like...
Yeah, it's level-based.
Okay.
I think there's like 15 levels in the game, and they're like different locations, like the Grand Canyon, or like you're going across the entire United States, and it's like...
Is it a remake or just a remaster?
It's a remaster, but they're modernizing the controls. They're fixing the little... Because this game only came out in Japan. But it was fully voiced in English. 99% of the menus are in English. Like there's like one or two things in Japanese. So they translated those. And then otherwise they did some bug fixes and some balancing. But for the most part, it is just a straight remaster. Which, honestly, that game is good enough that, yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I'll
be picking it up.
It
seems like those like Metal Gear Rising levels of hype.
It gets there, but the cheesiness of the voice acting. Because again, this was a game only made in Japan, meaning the voice actors are Japanese people told to speak English, meaning it is slightly off. And like it's not mistranslated. Yeah. The English is all entirely correct, But, and even like the speakers, like they're native English speakers in Japan, but because it's directed by Japanese people who don't understand the nuances of English, you get stuff like the very first line of the game is Michael Wilson, the President of the United States, jumping out of the White House in his mech going, "Let's party!" And it is
my God.
so good.
The way they announced it too, like the guy like exploded.
Yeah, because oh man, and then I remember, like as soon as like the part where it's like on the conference was hilarious. I know some people were like, "This is cringy," and it's like, shut up.
It's made to be cringy, and it's me.
It's like it's fun. But then they take out they open the Dreamcast on the stage.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a burnt disc of Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah.
It's not even a Dreamcast game, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
At the end of the conference, where
The
girl,
where there was a sequel hook.
yeah, it's like what?
Oh man, Devolver's great. No, that game is gonna be something special.
All right.
Well, we are going to take a break, grab a drink. I think we'll play. We gotta play the song of the summer in the break here, the Devil May Cry 5 battle theme. Have you listened to it?
I've not listened to it
Oh
yet.
my god, dude, we're gonna drink some water and go listen to it, and you will listen to it too. We'll see you guys in a sec. Ciao.
See ya.
Okay, and we're back. Nah, wasn't that a jam? The Devil May Cry song.
Oh, man.
It's so good.
It's
Song of the Summer. Game's not even out yet. Game's not even out this year. Song of the Summer. It's such a good
That's pretty hype.
song. All right, speaking of good songs. Wait, no, that doesn't.
No.
That doesn't. That kind of works for this transition a bit for one of these.
Speaking of bad conferences.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't use the word bad. I'd use the word all right.
No.
Yeah, I was all right.
It was a waste of my time.
It wasn't a waste of mine because I saw what we'll get. Okay, we're talking about the big Square Enix. Squeenix, yes.
Squeak.
So, Square Enix, I think, yeah, this goes back and forth between people. No one says that this is a good conference. I think it was all right. Like, it was definitely not what I was hoping for. But you know what? I got stuff out of it that I was still excited for.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go through it.
Just cause 4.
That to me, I'm like, okay, it looks interesting, but nothing too.
Looks
like
another,
just cause 3 HD, pretty much.
Yeah. 5 is probably where they're going to jump the shark and go into like.
See, I want them to jump the shark. I want stupid Saints Row stuff. I want them to go crazier. I'm almost thinking it's too safe.
Yeah.
It needs to go crazier. We need big stupid. So let's hope that they jump the shark super hard.
It's cool that there's tornadoes now, though.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's natural disasters. Is what it's going to be. Yeah, you can trigger them and you can use them, and so that's cool.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, not much to say.
Babylon's Fall.
See, now this got me hype. And it was funny because this was a conference that we watched with my class. We all watched it to get excited. This one of the students like, can we watch E3? And I'm like, you know what? Sure. So I put it on. And we're watching this, and it starts with, like, this timeline, and we're like, well, whatever. And then, we're like, this is different. What is this? And then we saw Platinum Games, and we're like, oh! And, like, me and 2 other students freaked out. And everyone else was like, why are you freaking out over a logo for a company? We're like, Platinum never loses its luster. I don't need anything else. All I need to hear is another Platinum and Square Enix venture. Because last time they made Nier Automata. Oh, yeah. And I'm good. I honestly think this is the remains of Scalebound.
It might be.
It might be. But no, it's like, I just...
Is there any, like, details on
Nope.
it? No? Not at all?
Nope, nothing. Huh. But that's all I need. And I'm down. See, that, for me, is what makes it a decent conference.
Okay.
And then we have The Quiet Man.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It's an interesting concept. I know. It's a joke, but it's an audio podcast. No, but like the whole going between live action and CG. I mean, live action and game. It's interesting. And I think that can be done really cool.
It didn't really look that good when I went to game, though.
It looked fine. Looked like a normal beat 'em up. We need to see more, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's an interesting concept.
Quiet Man spouted a few memes.
Yes. The pee-pee poo-poo man, of course.
Okay, and?
Okay,
the big one
I'm going to be real here. I'm going to be real. This game, like, aside from Smash, is probably, despite it not being a new game, is probably the game of E3 for me.
Really?
Because I cannot believe they showed 3 trailers, and each one got me hype again by showing off different stuff. Like, I can't believe it.
Sorry, I just realized the game that's missing on here.
You did?
I did. Oh, do you have a pen?
Oh,
actually, we'll just talk about it.
We'll get to it, yeah. No, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, my God. Everything that's been shown off about the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I've never seen so many people convinced to buy a game after the Pirates World.
I want to get
like
it now.
People are like, that's so good, and it is. It looks so good. Like, I am in shock on how well they are replicating the art styles of every world. Like, it's crazy, and it's so good, and like the gameplay looks amazing. And apparently, for the people who got hands on, it does play amazingly. Like, it's just crazy character action, near platinum levels of hyper combo stuff. Like, it's cool.
And there's like a big giant bundle on the
PlayStation
Store
now. Yes, where you can get for $100, you get 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and a pre-order of 3, and an exclusive Keyblade and theme for 3.
So you're pretty much only paying $20 for all those games.
Yeah, which is technically 3 games, which is technically like 9. So like that is an insane deal. Like I cannot believe that deal. Like that's insane.
Might pick it up
I already own 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, so I can't get that. But like, wowzers, that's a deal.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting this Steelbook edition of the game.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of getting the $300 one with the figures because like these are like full sized like figures. Like you can't see, like they're like my hands right now, but you know, like a good, they're the Bring Arts. Like these are the large, high quality Square Enix made ones, right? Where they literally take the 3D models and turn them into toys.
Oh, okay.
So like they're really good. But no, so I was thinking about that, but I'm like, nah, I think I'll just get the Steelbook version, which also is like really nice looking. It's Steelbook and art book for like $10 more. So like
deluxe edition.
Yeah, so stuff. Like yeah, it's nice, but yeah, no, just like I mean, people were like, Frozen, and I'm like, no, but you know what? Like I'm down for a good Frozen world. Like, because it's like, you gotta have a snow level, right? What else would you do? And they did confirm Let It Go will happen in the game, and I'm hoping it happens in the background of a fight scene. Oh, like you're in a boss battle in like a fixed camera angle arena, and it's going on in the background or something, because knowing how this game is using the camera crazily, I'm excited. So, yeah, no. Kingdom Hearts 3, I can't believe it's finally coming out.
And, like, the endings to, like, all those 3 trailers, I've seen reactions to them, and, like, every single one.
Oh my god!
It's like a freak out moment.
Xehanort, it means nothing to anyone, but like darkness infused Aqua is like, it's pretty much, hey, remember that character you love? They're like irredeemably evil now. They're the villain. You screwed up. The game literally took so long to make, she turned evil. That's what it is. Because the whole thing is she's stuck in the realm of darkness, where every second could be years. And so she's been in there for, and because the game took so long to come out, she's been infused with darkness. So it's like, whoops. But oh man, no, it's gonna be great.
Or the one where there's like 2 people are sitting at a beach
Oh, there's Riku, and then there's the Riku replica. Yeah, because okay. They said, like,
you don't have to.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not going to mean anything to you. In Castle Oblivion, they make a clone of Riku who's a robot, and then he goes on his own journey, and Riku fights himself. And then at the end, it's like, I'll see you later, and he's never been seen again. And whoops, there he is. He's there. He just spat out water. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts. Oh, I love Kingdom Hearts. I will say, people like over-exaggerate how complicated it is. When you play the games, it's not that bad. It's just when you take it all in at once. You gotta go slowly through the games. They introduce it in a nice, safe manner to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How about Ubisoft? I mean, Square Enix, how do you feel?
Like I said, I think it was all right. And then there was the Octopath stuff too, which I mean, we knew the game was coming out and stuff, so we didn't, I didn't get too hyped for it, but it was good stuff what they showed off there. But no, I'm like, you know what? There's like a bunch of games that I'm interested in. There's, one announcement that got me excited. I am disappointed there was no Final Fantasy VII footage, but you know what? They said, hey,
I was expecting Final Fantasy 15 stuff.
They said, oh yeah, well, I think those are both cases of we're working on it. We don't want to show something off that's not got that polish yet, you know?
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay. So Ubisoft.
I got nothing.
Just Dance. You're not hyped for Just Dance?
No.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks alright.
I prefer Assassin's Creed Sunshine.
Haha. Well, that's an original joke.
I know. It's not like the 5th time I've made it. No, it looks alright.
Yeah. Kind of fell off the series at 5, so I have like no idea what's going on.
I've never jumped on the series.
I really enjoyed it, like 2 or 3, but
yeah,
kind of lost interest. Starlink.
Okay.
Interest for this was at like a 2, and then when Star Fox it shot up to like a 9.
Well, and especially because they said like, oh yeah, the Switch version comes with Fox in the Arwing.
Yeah,
and you can play the whole game as him, and he has the whole story through his eyes. So it's essentially
a Star Fox game.
To which I'm like, Yeah. Okay, sure. Apparently the R-Wing, one of my friends, he works at IGN, and he got to hold it and play with it. It's really nice. It's not just a crappy toy. Like, it is a transforming thing. And it does make sense because, I don't know if you remember, Miyamoto really wanted to make a transforming R-Wing amiibo, which they never got, but this is, like, the next best thing. Mm-hmm. And you can use the parts with other ships and stuff. And they did say you don't ever have to buy another one. You can play the whole... There's nothing's locked out because of a ship thing.
Cool.
It's just a case of changing your play style and choosing what you want. So, like, yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what the game is, like the actual
I
game.
saw a bit of gameplay.
What is it like?
Space shooter.
Oh.
With a bit of like it's not, I don't think it's open world, but it's definitely you can explore around. And like you have missions and stuff, and it looks interesting. Looks fun.
Okay. Skull and Bones.
I got nothing.
I don't know. It looks really basic, and the fact that the fighting on the ships is a button press.
I think
the ship combat in Assassin's Creed 4 was really fun.
I'm sorry, but I think we missed one thing, and that the game that gets ship combat best is now Kingdom Hearts 3. And we need to address that no game will ever approach that level, and they need to stop.
Transference. It looks interesting.
I don't even remember that.
It's the VR game.
I don't even remember that.
No?
I'm gonna be real honest.
It was the old guy, like, talking to his son, I think?
You could be making this up right now, and I would not know, because I do not remember.
I don't remember much either, but it's just kind of like a real life.
Oh, right! No, now I do remember a little bit. Yeah, okay. Kind of, yeah, it's about going into, like, the broken memories and stuff. Yeah, okay. No, I remember that now, yeah.
Is that coming to PSVR, or?
Probably.
Okay. Now, did you want to talk about Beyond Good and Evil at all?
Other than I don't like the system. Oh, yeah. I don't. And did you hear how much each artist is getting?
How much?
About $3.
What?
Yep. They set aside less than one artist's paycheck as the amount they will divvy out to the thousands of people contributing art.
It's kind of shady.
Yes,
shoddy.
It's not. It's literally make the game for us.
Huh.
It's not good. And people are doing it because they say, oh, you know, it's cool because you get your stuff in the game. But then it becomes a case of, if you have these skills, you should try and be employed with them, you know? And there's lots of threads just saying, like, this is, like, you know, those aren't resume builders. They won't, if you want to get into games, those will not help you. Like, because as soon as you give it to them, the rights are gone from you. That is their work. So, like, yeah, it's super shady from what I've seen. I don't agree with it. I think if it was a contest, which was get your thing in the game, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if it's a case of literally build our world for us, it's like, well, nah, I don't like it. Other than that, the game itself, do you know what Beyond Good and Evil was?
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't.
Dude, it was like Zelda.
Really?
It was like an Ocarina of Time style game.
Huh.
So this is going way different.
Oh my god!
I don't know if you caught it, but the girl who walks out at the very end,
no, that's
Jade. That's the main character of the first game.
Yeah.
So like that was a big.
But this is a prequel, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that.
It's a prequel to the first one.
Well, that's interesting then. No, it's going to be interesting, but I'm not holding my breath on it.
Yeah, it's not going to come out. It's probably
next gen.
It's a next gen game. They've confirmed it.
So we'll see.
So, anything else from Ubisoft?
No, nothing.
No? How do you feel?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I feel nothing.
There
was some bad acting up on that stage. I remember that.
Well, what about the Donkey Kong Grant Kirkhope
No, okay, I like that, but at the same time, it was not as much a music performance as they were like... They were playing the music, they were playing the soundtrack to the trailer that was going on, and that was cool, but I would have liked just a normal concert, honestly.
That remix for Donkey Kong is really good.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Grant Kirkhope does good stuff.
Are you going to get the DLC on the 26th?
Probably not.
No?
No. I have other games. They'll come later.
Fair.
And they did say that they're thinking of doing another DLC because how popular it got. And they're also thinking, they said, of doing another Nintendo Rabbids crossover XCOM game.
Zelda and Rabbids.
I mean, that's what people go to, but dude, imagine the salt of Metroid and Rabbids Galaxy Battle with Samus and, like, Psylux and, like, Adam.
I'd actually really want that.
I know, me too, right now.
Ridley as a boss?
Dude, Ridley Rabbid!
Oh my god.
That'd be the best worst thing.
Okay, so we're done with the smaller guys.
Yes, we have two big boys left. Well, one big boy and one smaller than usual boy. PlayStation.
What the hell were they thinking? In terms of, like, structure.
It's like they said, hey, Nintendo did the thing where they focused on one game, and that worked well for them with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Let's do that, but not understand that Breath of the Wild was a revolutionary game, and not one that is just another AAA Sony title.
Okay, Last of Us Part 2 looks really good, though.
It's alright.
Like, as a Last of Us fan, I'm excited to see where the story is going, and I want to see what the clickers look like.
Shout outs to them holding a lesbian kiss watching festival inside a church.
Yeah.
Doubling down on the heresy. It's wonderful. And then... Did you hear that? Okay, so did you know that Disney XD aired?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Most of the trailer, no,
they did the most of the conference.
Most of the conference, and yeah, they cut away from that. But like,
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. No, I have nothing to say on Last of Us.
No,
It's another AAA Sony game.
but the animations look amazing.
They look pretty good.
And if that's like how the game plays, like,
Yeah, but
wow.
you always gotta be careful with these demos.
I know.
Definitely.
But like The Last of Us 1 played like really well.
Yep.
Like, close to what the demo was
Yep.
before that. Ghost of I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Yes.
Yes.
Tsushima. No, it's a TSU. It's a Tsu. Tsushima.
Tsushima.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. What do you feel?
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It definitely, again, is a bit of a AAA Sony title. Like it's always people in forests with bows and there's bloom. Like it's getting to be a little ridiculous. But I will say, when the final fight of that happened, it looked like a mix between the fight with the boss and a Soul Calibur match because of the camera and like everything that was happening. I'm like, that's pretty dope.
Stuff catching fire.
I have heard that the Japanese voice dub is way better, which I feel that kind of makes sense.
There's going to be an option where like you can just have them speak Japanese, like everyone speaks Japanese.
Well, I mean, except for the Mongols. Mongols always speak Mongolian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
But like it's going to be like,
yeah, well that
people said like hearing them in English and then them speaking Mongolian kind of like clash with each other, but they confirm that you'll be able to.
And
like,
yet hearing them speak Japanese and hearing them speak Mongolian is fine. Sounds a little racist. I'm joking.
Anything else in Ghosts?
Nope.
No? You gonna get it?
Nope.
Really?
No. It looks interesting, but nothing that I want to
Yeah.
jump into.
You don't like AAA exclusives?
Not really, no.
AAA PlayStation exclusives.
What it just comes down to is there needs to be some big draw for me. And...
But the big draw here is like swords.
Yeah, but it also does come down to the fact that, to me, Western games still have a feeling to them that doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, I can definitely tell what it is. Like I don't know what it is, but like I know what you mean.
It's like the way they play is they try to be too realistic. Okay, for example,
Cinematic?
Well, no, not even cinematic, but like the big thing that I go to is the thing called the circle test. If I spin the stick the control stick in a circle, does the character immediately spin in a circle and it feels 1-to-1 no matter what direction I'm pressing? I mean, minus I can't go immediate, like flip back and forth 180.
Yeah.
But can I spin in a circle and does it feel well? Or is it like Assassin's Creed where spinning in a circle causes the character to not know what to do because he has to do the animation of moving and you are taken away control because it's trying to be realistic. And I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's a big thing for me.
Right.
And it's very... Some people hear that and they're like, you are so pretentious. And I'm like, no, but it does come down to how it feels.
Yeah.
They are fundamentally different in how they feel. So,
because when I play like a Japanese game and a Western game, you can definitely tell
You
the
can
difference.
can feel it, and that's a big that's literally a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
I remember when I first played Assassin's Creed, and I'm like, this is not what, because I before I borrowed my friend's copy of Assassin's Creed 2, I was like, oh, this sounds interesting, I'd give it a try, but I never really played Western games. I never did, because they never interested me.
Yeah.
So I went to play it, and I'm like, why is this slow? Why doesn't the jump work? I expected it to feel like Mario 64.
Wow.
And like I did not get that.
Huh.
And so so that's just me.
Okay. Before we get into the next game, I really want to talk about the one I forgot
Yes.
was Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
I can't believe I forgot about this.
RE2 remake looks so
I
good.
just pre-ordered the deluxe edition this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. No, that
Like the gameplay looks incredible.
it looks
like,
so good. So
people calling it like the game of show and all that.
oh yeah, no, that game deserves the amount of praise it's getting. Now, mind you, we've learned some stuff that is not coming back from the original game, which some people are sad about. There was a mechanic where you can decide to play the first half of the game as one of the characters,
Yeah.
and then you play as the second half with the other,
Okay.
and that changes how the story path goes.
Okay.
It's called the zapping system, and it's because you like zap from one thing to another. It's great. It's sort of like transferring, it's like just a Japanese term for. But it was a really cool system, and that's sadly gone. But one thing they did confirm, they confirmed the 2 secret unlockable characters from the original are back. Do you know who they are?
Like from the first Resident Evil?
Well, from Resident Evil 2, the original.
Oh, no, then no.
So the first one is Hunk. You know Hunk?
No.
He's just kind of a generic sort of umbrella trooper, but he's cool. He doesn't speak. He's just a cool trooper dude. But then the other one is Tofu.
Tofu?
He is a human-sized block of tofu that holds a knife.
What?
He's just a big square block of tofu. He's my favorite Capcom character. He's not my favorite, but he was literally a test object that they put in the game for people to get, and they got it. You can play as tofu. He's just a big block of tofu. It's wonderful. They confirmed he's back, which is like,
This is coming out in January too.
oh yeah,
Lots of January.
So
games.
this is a game I'm getting. In fact, to prepare for it, my next Let's Play, I'm spoiling it right here, is going to be Resident Evil 4.
4.
Yes, the one that Leon is kind of made popular in. I mean, because 2 made him, he introduced him, but 4 made him really popular.
Yeah.
And is frequently regarded as like the best one. Frequently regarded as and it's taking a lot of cues from 4. So that's like there's kind of the same camera angle.
But you can move and shoot now though, right?
Well, you could do that in 4 also.
Could you?
4 is a third-person
I
action
thought you had to
game.
stop and aim.
A little
in
bit.
4.
Yeah, a little. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not 100%. I never played 4 myself, but no, you can. But here's the thing: your aiming goes to crap. You need standing still is the only way to effectively aim.
Oh, okay.
It's not an action game yet, but no, it's like there's some really cool stuff in that. It looks good.
Oh man.
It's not a 1-to-1 remake. There are areas that are extended or made bigger because, for balance purposes. Like, the original was a fixed camera angle game. So they could do scares where, there's an enemy coming to you from the foreground, right? Like, they'll come towards you, they're slightly off camera and they come towards you, right? You can't do that in 3D. So what do you do instead? Well, then you play with lighting. You do stuff with lighting instead. So, but for the most part, it's almost all intact, which is cool. And
It's cool that you can shoot off the limbs off the zombies.
yeah, no, so there's a lot of cool zombie tech, and I'm excited for that. And whoa,
It looks really dark too.
knowing where RE2 goes, there's some stuff in that game where I'm like, that's gonna be so terrifying to see in 3D.
Huh.
It's awesome. There's some cool stuff.
The part where I saw the demo where someone's caught under debris. And trying to pull him out.
Yep.
And the zombie just eats that half of him.
Yep.
And you pull it out and you just see it in raw detail.
It's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain this is going to do really well, especially after RE7, and B, this will lead to a remake of 3 also.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. 3 is the one with Nemesis.
Yeah.
So he's. Oh, but I don't know. Did you see the guy with the fedora in the trailer?
No.
Like a big guy with a fedora? That's okay. Well, watch it back again later. That's Mr. X. He's the prototype Nemesis, and he is just the coolest. So no, there's some cool stuff in that game. So I'm really excited for that, and definitely going to get in on that one for sure.
Cool.
Wouldn't be surprised if that gets like a bonus VR mode too, after 7. You know, like a bonus thing.
I could see it.
Yep.
You have anything to say about Control?
I wasn't too into it until I learned it's technically a Metroidvania.
Really?
Which I was like, okay, that's interesting. Big open world, get powers that let you open up new areas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of interesting.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, looks interesting, but nothing
maybe it'll
makes
blow
me
up
jump
when
up
we
and down.
see it again.
Yep.
Okay. Death Stranding.
Oh, I forgot that one. I was going to
How did
say
you-
Spider-Man.
No.
But yeah, Death Stranding, yes.
This game is probably my most anticipated game of the past, like, 10 years.
I just...
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
It's just so intriguing, and, like, I want to know what the hell is going on, but at the same time, I don't.
If it sticks the landing, this will be awesome. If it fails miserably, this will be the biggest, worst thing ever.
It will.
But I do feel confident looking at what it is. Like, it's going to at least be interesting. Though, I'm just worried that they're going to go similar to, like, MGS5, where it's a lot of gameplay, not a lot of story. Because, honestly, I'm way more interested in the story than the gameplay. Right?
Well, the gameplay looks
interesting, but right now it looks very... Like, everything we've seen has been heavily scripted.
The part at the end where he gets caught by the monsters, that's, like... If that's, like, in real-time gameplay, like, that's terrifying.
So, yeah, it's... I hope this is good, and I hope it explains enough that I'm satisfied. I don't need everything. If you explain everything, it's boring. I want enough that I am satisfied.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you seen the theory where the reason why the fetus is like that? He carries the fetus when it goes out. He turns it on. Because if he gets caught, he dies, but the baby's...
Oh my god,
his consciousness goes into the baby, and he grows again
What?
Because of the aging thing.
Oh my god.
And he ages back into himself. So he doesn't die.
Okay.
Because when he was in there, it's like he says you won't die, but like everything else around you will be different. I don't know that part. I don't know what that means, but unless that creates like when you get caught, that huge monster shows up and just destroys that part of the world.
There's someone who like is on a bus or something and is listening to two people discuss this game, just thinking that they're insane. Like, out of context, it's the stupidest thing ever. Did you see that the one lady character's necklace is like the lyrics to a song or something?
No, it was the lyrics to one of the songs from the past trailers.
Wow, that's...
And also had a message from Kojima saying, like, you guys are really good at this.
I'm so mad at how deep the rabbit hole is going. I just hope there's a rabbit. I hope there's something to chase.
And the woman at the end of the trailer was in the photo, and she was pregnant. And people are thinking her, like, the baby in her is, like, has a connection to the fetus that Norman is holding.
Oh, this game is... I can't even talk about it. I don't even want to until it's out. Because, like, I'm at a point where I'm just... All we can do is be confused. Because you'll never find the answers. There's not enough info.
Also, one more thing, sorry.
I don't know why it gets me so angry. Like, I'm interested, but it gets me mad.
You know when he was walking through the water and he fell?
Yeah.
There was, like, a life thing that, like, popped up.
Yeah.
So he, like, stays above water and his body doesn't touch the water.
Oh, huh.
So the water must have, like, a big... Not just rain, but, like, water. But he was in the shower in the trailer, too, and he wasn't affected at all. But remember when he was in the cave?
I'm so mad!
And the drop of water hit his skin and it aged it and got really wrinkly?
I have nothing.
And the woman's, like, spikes
What's with her spikes?
When they showed up when the 5 figures were outside the cave there.
Yeah, but wait, does she not get a little claptrap machine that goes...
No.
Like,
those things are, like...
weird.
Like you could like I'm just imagining like you're playing the game and that thing's like going off and you're like surrounded by they look like fetus monsters too because there's like an umbilical cord attached to them and it goes into like
they have strands.
Strands. Yes. And like when they're walking around, you can see the strands in the background too during the gameplay sections. Like, boy,
I sure hope
there's going to be
some explanation is evident.
There's going to be there's going to be gunplay too.
Yeah,
because at the end where you like popped out the gun.
But what's there to shoot? What's there to shoot?
Maybe like when you. Yeah, again, like why wouldn't Norman just shoot the things if he could like prevent them from attacking him? Because like when he was walking, he just covered his mouth, and then when they saw him, he like tried to run away, but like he like instantly died. So if you get seen by them once, you're pretty much dead.
And remember, they said that after you die, you're underwater again, and you're like in the Precambrian explosion.
Oh yeah, and I saw a theory, like you know the second trailer where the soldiers, that could be like part of the world.
God, I forgot about the organ tank
and the skeletons. And Mads Mikkelsen. Someone said that someone theorized that part of the world didn't get as like speed increased.
Still messed up.
Yeah, like still like why?
Okay.
And all the whales. I'm like,
there's all the whales and the crabs.
But those 5 figures have like a big part of like.
I hope that those 5 figures are like the mini bosses with crazy personalities. I hope you go up there and it's like, I'm Gatling the condor, and I have a bird on my forehead, and I have a minigun.
I kind of don't want the Kojima humor.
No, it needs the Kojima humor.
I know, but like...
It literally needs a moment where you open up a bathroom stall and you see Kojima in there and he says, "Did you like it?" And then it game over. Something. You need the Kojima humor.
I still think my favorite trailer out of the 4 is the third one. The crash car and where like the big giant tentacle monster just like resets the world.
Yeah, okay, that giant monster's crazy. Yeah, no, okay, I just need to know more, but I don't want to.
I could talk about this game for like
because we don't know anything. We just speculate it. We could be super wrong.
Which we probably
They could just be aliens.
That'd be so boring.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, honestly.
It won't be. It won't be.
Like,
oh god, what if it is?
No, he said something about like another explosion.
The Precambrian explosion.
But, like, the other one after that.
It's messed up, dude.
Just a new species.
I sure hope you get to fight a giant Animonoclaris. Do you know what an Animonoclaris is? It's like this super cool old school creature from the Cambrian explosion, which is like it's like a little bug-eyed dude. And he has like little wavy things, but he has like little claws coming out of his face.
Oh, yeah,
and he can use them like capture things. He's so cool. Look up Animonoclaris. It's super cool, guys. This episode's podcast is sponsored by Animonoclaris. What if there's a Nautilus? I'm gonna be real honest. I'm way more excited to have like Cambrian creatures featured in the game than the plot itself right now. I love the Cambrian creatures. They're so cool. What if there's a horseshoe crab?
I don't think there's going to be the enemies in the game. I think it's just...
Okay, but they don't have to be enemies. But can you ride one?
I don't know how the game... what's the gameplay going to be? Like, we've seen it, but we still don't know what it means. I'm honestly
slightly worried that it is just go to a person, they ask you to deliver something, and you deliver it somewhere else. I'm slightly worried that is the main gameplay loop.
Well, because, like, Kojima said, like, Sam is just another delivery guy.
Yes, which makes me worried that the gameplay will be...
Maybe it'll be like that.
Deliveries.
Maybe it'll be like that at the beginning, but, like...
Yeah. Yeah, if that's at the beginning, it's fine, but if that is the majority of the gameplay is, oh, hi, Sam, welcome back. Can you carry this dead body of an exploding tentacle beast to the next station? It's only 5,000 kilometers away.
We did see him, like, carrying a body.
Yes, yeah.
So. And the weird, like, robot things that follow him in some parts of the gameplay, like, that's probably just, like...
I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
Well, what if, like, all the gear you have is physically in the game, and you gotta, like, have like stuff following you too?
Okay, we'll be,
and you
we'll
can
be
lose
here
it.
forever if we keep talking about what ifs.
And you can lose it, too.
Okay. Death Stranding. It's a Kojima game. Let's move on.
Thank you so much for getting me.
Spider-Man
for
does
making-
whatever Kojima can.
If I didn't get a Metal Gear, I would have no interest in this game.
I know.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Looks awesome.
Sinister Six is there.
Sinister 5 right now.
Well, yeah, Doc.
People-
You know Doc Ock is there.
Have you seen the meme where it's like it's the rent guy from Spider-Man? Give me rent.
Yeah, no, it's got to be Doc Ock. He's always the leader of the Sinister Six.
That'd be a kind of a boring thing though. Like, why would they like? Even
Yeah, but
do
what if
that?
it's cool Doc Ock? What if he's actually an octopus with a PhD?
No.
Yes.
No,
No.
all the villains have been are robot, tech based now.
Yeah, that means switch it up. He's an actual octopus. It's Splatoon 3.
Wormy. Did you watch the gameplay demo of it, like the extended one?
No.
Looks really good.
I mean,
he fights Shocker at the end, and it's a 10-minute boss fight too.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, it looks good.
Yeah.
This is actually might be a AAA Sony exclusive that I pick up.
Yeah, and the swinging feels like it doesn't. I guess it doesn't feel as good as Spider-Man 2, but it's like the closest it can get.
Yeah.
So it's momentum based.
I just need it to be usable.
You want to talk about Death Stranding again?
No.
Okay. Okay.
And that's about it for Sony because they decided to not do anything.
What about the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 map pack?
I didn't even download the free copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 because I looked at
You're
it.
not going to play it.
And I looked at it and even if I even bought the NBA 2K whatever that was on PS Plus just to have it and own it because I'm never going to get rid of my PS Plus subscription to have it and just it's mine. I'm never going to play it, but it's mine.
Yeah.
I looked at Black Ops and I'm like, I don't even want this in my library. I don't. I will happily pass that off forever.
Okay. So overall, how do you feel?
I'm very disappointed.
Me too, honestly.
Well,
not in the sense of the games that were shown, because the games that were shown were amazing.
The only but there was only one new game from last year. I mean, aside from Control, but that's kind of a small game.
What was the other one?
Resident Evil.
But we already knew about that though.
Well, but this was we literally only had a logo before that.
Fair enough.
They said it's in production 3 years ago, and then we haven't heard anything since.
Well, it looks like it's going to be worth the wait.
Yeah, oh yeah. But no, it was pretty much the same thing as last year's
Hopefully
conference.
they learn from their mistakes next year. So
for sure.
we'll probably see a lot of good stuff next year.
And of course, there's the obligatory. Well, wait for PlayStation Experience, where it'll be much better.
Oh yeah, it's going to be huge blowout.
We said that last year.
Did we?
Yes, and it wasn't. We said that last year, and it wasn't. I'm not making the same mistake again. We said those exact words, and it wasn't. There was some interesting stuff, but it wasn't the blowout we wanted.
I kind of want Microsoft to come back, so Sony can get a kick in the.
Well, yeah,
butt.
they need a rival,
Yeah.
and they're getting a rival right now, 100%.
Oh yeah, so go Microsoft.
I'm actually cheering for them for once.
Yeah.
Go.
But again, Sony's games look incredible.
Yeah, no, they do.
That's
They
Sony...
just don't show. I'd rather. I'm gonna be very honest. I hate extended gameplay looks at E3.
Really?
I do. I think save them for after the conference. Do a treehouse thing. Just introduce. Okay, now we're gonna go to our hosts who are gonna have gameplay after it's all done.
I guess I could see why you would like that more.
Yeah.
But I kind of see seeing it right
I
away,
guess. I don't know. I when I like conferences, I like rapid fire punches. I just boom and it's a game. Boom and it's a game.
Okay.
So
you want to talk about some Nintendo?
yeah,
Not much.
minus the one.
But
we're gonna talk about the rest of it
Because it's so big.
Yeah, man.
So there were only
Only a couple, but I'd say they're pretty big ones.
I do feel bad for the non-Smash fans because they didn't get much out of this year.
Yeah, but non-Smash fans are not gamers.
They don't exist.
They don't exist.
They hit.
Okay, let's start from the start by saying the first thing they showed probably confused everyone very heavily. Yeah. Daemon X Machina is a game made by Marvelous. Do you know who that is?
No.
Dude, that's the Senran Kagura guys.
What?
Yeah! Right?
That's weird.
Right? So it's like, okay, I love the art style. I thought it was a Platinum game because of how it looked.
Yeah.
And I was like, that looks like a Platinum game, and it wasn't. But like, I'm down. I love big dumb mecha.
Did you watch
garbage.
the gameplay of it?
Nope.
No, me neither.
And I'm like, that's all I need. Show me mechas, show me character action stuff. I'm in.
It looks like super hype though.
Oh yeah, it looks great. I love how it looks. So yeah, not much to say other than that's a cool third party, just random out of nowhere thing. I'm down.
This is you.
And after that, we have the Xenoblade 2 major story DLC, which interestingly you'll be able to buy separately.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you can
it's
just
like a physical card too.
You can just get the game as a separate. Well, no, you can even just get it as a separate download.
Yeah, but it's also coming.
Yeah,
physically
but like
too.
it's just crazy that like if you just want it as a separate thing, you can. And it does show, like they showed the gameplay, and there are different mechanics to it.
Okay.
There's new mechanics to the gameplay, which is interesting.
Are you going to get this?
I already technically have.
Oh, you have the season pass.
Because I got the season pass.
It's part of the season pass?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like I have it, so that's cool. I still need to finish Xenoblade first. But no, so it's you probably didn't get anything from the trailer for
No.
So those are like all established characters from the game.
Okay.
Like we know these characters.
I've seen them before.
So
I know they have some importance.
It's basically a prequel told through the perspective of who are the villains of Xenoblade 2.
Okay.
Those guys are, like, for the majority of your adventure, the big bads.
Huh.
And so it's through their perspective, which is good. And you do get a lot of flashbacks to it in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but there's a lot that there's a lot you can find from it. I am excited to see what stuff will transfer over to the main game after, because there's going to be some interesting stuff there. Like, I don't know if you know how Shulk is a character in the one?
Yeah.
You can just get him as a party member after you beat it.
That's weird.
Right? It is.
Like, how?
Well, because he becomes like a blade. So then literally you use the Minato.
Huh.
And then hand it to him for supers. And it's just Shulk, he's there. It's cool.
It's cool, but weird.
A bit. Well, I mean, there's Bandai Namco characters that are just in also, so I don't know how, but sure.
Fire Emblem.
Okay. No, you missed one.
Yeah, we'll save for later.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Fire Emblem looks really cool. I'm really down.
I'm not a Fire Emblem guy, so it didn't really do much for me.
So it definitely looks... It's going back on some stuff for sure. It's looking a lot like a Fates 2 kind of thing, where a lot of elements from Fates are brought back. But they're also bringing back some other stuff like weapon durability. So your weapons will break after a while now. You can't just use the same ones over and over. Like, they're not stat-based. They are expendable, and you have to pay attention to that. It looks like you have a customizable main character, which is cool. The new gameplay mechanics, such as having actual soldiers with you, makes more sense for war.
Yeah.
It never made much sense to be like, yeah, we have 10 guys and they have 12 guys. No. Now it makes sense that you play as the leader and you're commanding your troops into, section battles with their leaders and other teams, right?
Yeah.
So it makes way more sense. No, it looks really cool. There was some news that came out that it's not being handled by, the company that translated, Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia. I forget the name. But they're the guys who do Monster Hunter for localization. They're so good. They're not working on it. Which is kind of a bummer, but we'll see how that goes. Because the reason that Fates wasn't good for the story at all was mostly due to the story. Like, it wasn't even better in Japanese. They fired that guy, thankfully, we're pretty sure. But, no, it looks really cool. Definitely going for more of a Game of Thrones style with houses.
Yeah, that's weird that's called Three Houses.
Not really, it's fine. Dude,
it's like Awakening Fates, what was the second remake
Echoes.
one? Echoes. And
Shadows of Valentia.
Three Houses.
There's a game in the series called Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. There's another one called Fire Emblem Thracia 776.
What?
That's the year and that's the place. So no, there's worse names. There's worse names. It's pretty tame. There's Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem, and then Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem. So yeah, no, it works.
Okay. It's the first first-party Switch game that has been delayed past its
Really?
original date. Yeah.
You know what? That's fine.
Yeah. They
So-
broke their streak.
No, I'm looking super forward to it, and I'm definitely going to get that and play it and marry all the girls and have eugenically created war children. That's my favorite aspect of Fire Emblem, is that you need to selectively breed your children for war. You need, like, it's literally, you'll be like, you'll go online and people will be like, oh, who did you marry in Fire Emblem? And you'll get half the people saying, oh, I like this character more. And you'll get half the people saying, that character doesn't give your child good stats. You should have married this character to transfer your child soldier the best stats. Child soldiers. It's wonderful.
All right. I want to say Mario Party for the end, but Overcooked 2 and Killer Queen Black.
Okay, Killer Queen Black I'm so down for.
It looks really good.
So do you know what Killer Queen is?
I do. It was an arcade game, or it is an arcade
But
game.
it's not just an arcade game. It's a rare arcade game. It will pop up in places and then disappear.
Huh.
It's one of those games that is like only has about 100 of them across North America. They travel around. When you get to play them, it's an amazing time with people, but you don't know where they are. So the fact that it's coming to console is like, now people can play it.
Yeah.
But like, it's just something that will pop up places, and it's done by like just a small group of people.
That's interesting.
So that's why it's really interesting there. But yeah, no, I've heard really good things about the game from people and saying like,
it's gonna be a good game to have on the
you
Switch.
need to like just play it with other people, and
Yeah.
like it's awesome. So
Overcooked 2? I saw your reaction to this.
I don't like Overcooked.
No?
So here, I don't know if you know this. When I cook in real life, I get stressed out.
Why?
Because I'm like, is the meat cooked enough? Is it not cooked enough? Should I be doing this at the same time? Should I be multitasking? If I put on the vegetables, I can't watch the meat. What if the meat catches fire? What if... I'm really bad for not... Unless I'm following a strict recipe, I'm really bad for the multitasking.
Well, maybe...
Overcooked is not just multitasking, it is multitasking relying on other people to do their multitasking. And you're there, and you're screaming, where is the lamb sauce? And people are like, I don't know, the ship is moving around and I can't get the lamb sauce to where it needs to go. And you're like, we are losing customers. I get so angry at this game. I, thinking about it, am mad. I get why people like it, but boy, is it not for me.
See, I finished the first one and I loved it.
So is it in single player?
I finished it with people.
Oh,
Yeah, I played the full game with people.
that is terrifying.
The last group of levels are in space. And like the kitchens
Oh!
separate.
Good. God. No, I get why people are excited for this.
Yeah.
But boy, this game drives
I can't
me
wait to-
nuts. Thinking about it is making me stressed.
Can't wait to cook on a hot air balloon.
God.
And then the camera actually like zooms out or something. I don't know if that's part of the gameplay.
I don't think so, but
No.
we'll see.
It looks really good though.
Yeah.
And if you pre-order it on the Switch, you get an exclusive character.
Oh, who's that?
Just an exclusive like animal, I think.
Oh, you don't get like...
No, if you pre-order them, you get 5 pre-order.
But what if
chefs.
one of them is Mario?
No.
Hey man, weirder things have happened.
I think they have confirmed who it is. It's not Mario.
Oh, okay, that sucks.
So. But yeah, I will be pre-ordering this on the Switch, and I kind of
Okay.
want to get it on the first one on the Switch too, to replay it.
Fair enough.
It is on sale,
There you go.
but who knows? And last but not least,
Yes.
Super
A game
Mario
that
Party.
I was talking about way before and then forgot to be excited for, and then I'm excited again. The return of the classic board game style.
I love the name too.
Oh, I've never
Like,
even thought about
me
how
neither.
perfect it is. And like
It is a reboot. They've confirmed it is a reboot of the Mario Party series.
well, yeah, because now you can play as Bowser.
Yeah.
It's so good. Well, Bowser without being a dumb gamepad thing.
Yeah.
No, it's like I feel like they took a lot, and there's online multiplayer for the minigames.
Yeah.
Which is good because I can't imagine playing an online multiplayer for the board game.
No.
Because the whole thing is like yelling at people. Like that's the whole appeal, right? But the
Yeah.
minigames, yeah, for sure.
Have you watched gameplay of it on the Treehouse?
I'm mostly avoiding it because I don't want to see the minigames.
Oh, okay.
I've already seen enough of the minigames. I'm like, okay, I don't want to be spoiled on it anymore.
I watched them play on the Thwomp Ruins board.
Oh,
And it,
like from Mario Kart?
I don't think it was, but like
Okay.
they were just ruins and they were thwomps.
Okay,
so
fair
I'm
enough.
Just assuming. Yeah, it looks classic.
I
Mario
heard
Party.
there are character-specific dice.
Yes, there are.
That's interesting.
Like some of them have like, it's like they show you what dice size you have on that dice. So someone could have like 0, 1, 1, 1, 7, or 8.
Oh, huh.
Or
That's...
it could be like 7, 1. So if you like, there's a lot of ones, but there's like high numbers too. So like you get, you have a chance of getting those high numbers, but you also have a bigger chance of like moving only one space.
Yeah, okay.
So it's that risk taking.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's dope. And it seems to be, surprisingly, you know what that's taking it from? It's from Mario Monopoly.
Huh.
They had character-specific dice and powers and stuff. So I think that's cool. So, no, I'm super excited for this.
It does look like it needs a bit more polish, though, presentation-wise. But
Oh, it's fine. I don't play Mario Party for the graphics.
I'm not talking about the graphics. I don't care about the graphics. I care about, like, how it looks.
Fair enough.
Like,
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. I just hope that it's,
So, you know at the beginning of the trailer where it showed the real people's faces?
yes.
Like, one of their faces just cracks me up every time I see it.
Okay.
It's like,
Can I call something out? People are like, oh, look, they're having another rooftop party scene. Nobody does that, Nintendo. And I'm like, I do that all the time. I bring my Switch with me. We'll just take it out places and play it with people, and it's awesome.
what do you think of the
That's
two Switch
so okay.
thing?
Well, that was something Nintendo patented like right before the Switch came out.
Oh, okay.
And they thought it'd be for another revision to the Switch because there's no actual way to dock them together. But how they solve that is if you see, he just drags a line across them, and that links them up.
That's crazy.
That's really cool. And that's a really smart way to do it because then essentially you just have to just imagine that they're kind of linked together, and you draw it and you sort of make it like one screen, right? So I think that'll lead to a lot of cool stuff. I hope those are like an exclusive set of mini games that you don't have to, it's not going to say, okay, now take your Switch out the dock and link it up to it's like, no, don't do that. But as an exclusive set of mini games for another mode or something, that'll be super cool.
Yeah, maybe it'll be like regular party mode, then like
because there's always bonus
multiple
games.
Switch mode or
Yeah,
whatever.
well, there's always bonus games. Like there's always like the mini game sub and whatever that has the different sort of challenges there, and I think I'm really excited.
Well, people have their own Switch and they could like play over the internet, local play, and that's how the games get integrated.
For sure.
Yep.
I'm excited.
October 16th. That's not far away.
Oh wow, I didn't even know. Yeah.
You didn't see the title?
I don't pay attention to the release dates, honestly.
Really?
I mean, aside unless it's like say Smash, but I don't honestly. Because when I see like number one, I'm terrible with numbers. So when I see a date, it goes out of my head.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. What is in here? Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
I mean, we've already talked about that. We already know about that.
There you get Mew in the Pokeball Plus.
That's cool. And then they said you can't transfer it to Go, and it's like, well, okay. But it's fine because you're guaranteed a Mew in Go because Mew is in the story mode for Go. Did you know Go has a story mode now?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, you just walk through it, and then as you do missions, you get story, and you get a Mew at the end. So, yeah, cool. No, that's cool. That's one way to get Mew. Show.
Trying to think of anything else. Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I don't get why you get that on a Switch. Honestly, apparently it runs really well, but like I don't know. Okay, so but hardcore fighters, the amount
is that really a hardcore fighter?
Yes. It's an Arc Sys fighter.
But it's really accessible.
Yeah, but you're still to do high-level play. You're destroying your buttons.
Okay.
I would not... Like, I feel a...
You wouldn't play on the single Joy-Con?
No, God, no. But, like I feel like my PS4 controller can take enough abuse. I don't trust Joy-Cons. I like, even though they're easy to replace, I don't trust them for a fighting game.
That's fair.
Like, I don't. Like, I even Smash doesn't get as bad as some Arc Sys fighters for the amount of abuse that buttons get for fighting games.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Well, that about covers it for our coverage of everything but Smash.
Yes.
So tune on in a couple days or one day.
Whatever.
We'll do it when we do it.
Yeah.
When we talk about Smash on quite extensively.
Oh my God.
On the what's it called? Bonus
Freight.
Bonus Freight.
Yes.
was thinking extra cargo for some reason.
Cargo.
Bonus freight hour, we'll be discussing that. So, for now, we are going to sign off.
Thank you for listening.
Say sayonara, and we'll see you on the bonus freight.
See ya.
Bye.